Poopsies. I'm trying out a tarot reading on my new dining table. I love it. It's so pretty. Okay, so let's begin. If you would like to book your own tarot reading, and guess who came to pay a visit? Paco. Even Paco's like, yo, you better book your own tarot reading. I'm telling you. Go on TonyBomboni.com. The links are in the pod description below. And good boy. And yeah, there you go. Let's begin. So I'm just going to do a different style than I traditionally do. I'm going to just shuffle these cards, and then if I need confirmations, I'll go and shuffle other cards. So we're going to see just intuitive vibe. I want to get a collective vibe intuitively from my Poopsie Angel subscribers. What's going on in their life? What do we need to know? Dear God, dear universe, let's tap in and connect the messages. Oh, okay. So, what you're healing through, what you've been suffering from for so long is finally going to be over and done with. You're not going to suffer with that same pain, same heartbreak anymore, same loss. It's going to be no more. You're going to be just fine. Things are going to resolve themselves in due time. You just have to remember to keep calm, stay at peace, choose peace, choose love. Yeah, I see for some people, I mean, this has been something that's been ongoing for months. Like over 3 months, over 6 months even. Some over 9 months, just a long time. And you'll finally overcome it. You'll finally clear that out. You'll heal that, okay? So I get goosebumps all over my body now because it feels very good, okay? Feels like you're definitely going to heal that issue you've been going through. So we have the Eight of Cups here. So that was the Three of Swords that I just pulled. So now we have the Eight of Cups. This feels like a new message. That has nothing to do with what I just pulled. In a sense, how you're handling things change. So I guess in some regards it does have some similarity to this card because you're handling how you view that past thing that hurt you so badly differently. You get me? Let me say it another way. How you view what used to happen, you look at it differently now. So it's no longer hurting you, affecting you, phasing you the same way. You're seeing it differently. You get me? You're coming to terms with the past. You're not just walking away from it, you're facing it head on, directionally, with a sense of direction, with a sense of purpose and fulfillment. Yes. And Cups again, King of Cups. I would say for you, emotional fulfillment, emotional support in this case. It's because you gave it to yourself first. And then now others can give it to you. They can give you this, emotional support and supporting that you're looking for. So when you give yourself that support, others can give that to you in return, and it ends up a beautiful outcome. It really does. It ends up something that, you know, you can just feel so fulfilled within about. No one can give you something unless you found it within yourself first, correct? So the King of Cups likes to show that you have mastered this craft, and it's time to move on to other things. And you know you're moving on. You're moving on. This is someone portrayed as moving on into the night, though, into the depths of the night. But in this case, it's not a bad thing. I always say sometimes I get reversals. People think it's like a bad thing. No. Sometimes the reversal is the same definition as the upright, especially with these cards. Okay, so temperance. You know when you're drinking orange juice and sometimes it doesn't taste right? I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't drink that. Look, I gotta say, you're not perfect. Will we ever be? Just like every flower is so different, it's so unique. The flowers kind of drew me in here. Guess what else drew me in? The little crown in the corner. Guess what I just saw? Oh yeah, the king, right? The crown. So you're dominating a field. Some of you are, excuse me. Some of you are perfecting your craft. Again, it's all comes down to the basis of you having patience, love, kindness with yourself. Those three things. Patience, love, and kindness with yourself that you could overcome. You could get through these things, these difficulties, these challenges ahead. And there's this aura of gratitude for that, like self-gratitude, self-inflicted gratitude, right? We have so many self-inflicting wounds and pains and heartbreaks and aches. Oh my gosh, this person did me wrong. They did me dirty. They cheated on me. You know, they ate my strawberry jam. Okay. You know what I'm referring to, right? Some of you were like, what? Some of you were like, what are you talking about, Tony? Anyway. Look, my point is, the life is a long journey. It's a long road. You know what you sign up for coming here. You know it's painstakingly long. You know how tedious it can be. You know how, honestly, even unfulfilling it can be sometimes. Like sometimes we look at our lives and we're like, oh my God, what did I get done? What did I do? But because you have this self-inflicted, I don't even know if that's the right word, but that's for lack of a better word, because I don't like the word inflict. Inflict has a negative vibe to it. So when you inflict something on yourself, that's not good. Even if it's a good thing, it's not good. I wish there was another word. Maybe there is, but self-appreciating gratitude. I don't know. Self-appreciative gratitude, self-fulfilling gratitude. Like you're giving yourself self-impression. Impressing gratitude. You're impressing on yourself the spirit and the energy and the vibration of gratitude. And that is allowing you thus in return, dear Poopsie, to feel better. Maybe you feel more at peace nowadays. Again, this is reversed, but I feel like it has a better message. So many times I do messages that are so deep, heavy. Sometimes they have an air of darkness to them. Today, I don't want to give that vibe and impression. Even if there are dark things you're going through, it doesn't define you. It doesn't indicate that you have to go through this, right? It just, the feeling more than the cards, my feeling tells me that it's not a bad thing, what you're going through. It's going to be okay, okay? So, I like to trust my feeling more. So that's that, okay? And I will want confirmation with these other cards now. I do want to see what else we need to see and say. I'm bringing these back. Oh, this feels weird. Like I haven't used these cards in weeks because I'm using these now. I might switch back, but oh, it feels so like light compared to these cards. It feels so heavy. These are like paper. I love how these cards sound. When you tap. Okay, is the mic on? Okay, I want to make sure the mic is on. Alright, so let's begin, continue this guided message. Okay. So isn't this quite a similarity to this card in some essences, right? Someone turning away from the cups, but it's in reverse. So you're not turning away from those issues that you've been dealing with. This is a beautiful message in regard to you're actually facing head on and addressing what you need to face. You're not neglecting, ignoring, denying that part of you that is wanting to face it. There's part of you that has wanted to face these things, and you finally did. You finally will. Some of you. Okay, some of you will in the future. Some of you will have already faced that. Your life will not change in the immediate instance. So that's the only really downside, I guess, if we have to see a downside in things. But does it really matter? All that matters is how you change inside. It doesn't matter if your life hasn't really changed yet. It will. Because sometimes you operate at a certain level for so long, it takes time for things to change in the physical. Even if we inside have changed, it takes time. So you can match vibrationally to that thing that you're trying to manifest, right? And that's where your power resides, in knowing and believing that, yeah, this will come true. What I'm looking for, what I'm dreaming about, what I'm desiring will come true. I think that's all I'm seeing here. I'm going to move these aside. We're going to shuffle some more cards now. Can see what else we need to see. And you know what? You know why I'm not seeing reversals? Now I know. I didn't shuffle the cards like this, like all over the table. I'm just shuffling them like this. So however the card impresses to me, that's the message. I see people not sure what to decide to study, not sure where to go from here, maybe what career path to choose and take. Some of you want to be more spiritual, some of you, those same some of you that want to be more spiritual, what I'm trying to say is it's not coming through. It's like a block. A lot of times when people want to be more spiritual, there's a block. Like, what should I be doing? I don't feel like meditating. I can't connect to source and spirit. They're not, they're communicating. A lot of times when that happens, we compare ourselves to others, right? That's the issue that we really need to face. That's the block, the spiritual block we need to address is like, why is this the person that's blocked off wondering, why is this person spiritual? How can they tap into spiritually and I can't? Why hasn't, God given me, the blessing of having the ear to listen to his word or so, it's just many other things. Well, the first step, don't focus or pay attention necessarily on what others are doing, okay? And it's like it's the same analogy of you picking a college degree. You're not looking at what your friend picks to study and you go study the same thing just because you want a security blanket. No, like you're going to regret that years later when you hate your job, and then you have to start all over again. You want to choose wisely now, the path. Friends, again. Okay, so just as I mentioned, I didn't even see this card until now. So speaking of friend, it's kind of connecting the storyline here. Hear me out. So, you will have to part ways, some of you, and go different paths. Okay, so there's a split, there's a separation. They go one way, you go another. Some of you, off to college. Some of you off to a new job. Some of you changing job. And you have to leave that friend behind. I always say this, and I'm sorry to say this, but can I tell you a secret? Let me get real close here. Co-workers are not your friends. Oh, what? Did I say something? I'm sorry. Let me repeat that again with something else. Classmates are not necessarily always your friends either. Oh, did I stutter? Did I stutter when I spoke? Okay, sorry. I just had to say it. I have to be blunt. That's the harsh reality sometimes, okay? Sometimes you're just there to freaking study and learn. Sometimes you're just there to work and make that paycheck so you can survive. Sometimes you're just there to... You get me? Just because they call you bestie don't mean that they feel that way about you. And vice versa. Just because you call someone bestie doesn't mean you feel that way about them. Period. So, learn to discern the difference. Your coworkers are not your friends. I don't care who you are with, who you work for. No. You know how many readings I've done and I've come to that conclusion? And I've never even worked a job in my life. Coworkers are not your friends. Now, if you do build a friendship with them, I'm not saying that's not possible. You build it outside of the workplace. When you are at work, you are not friends. You are coworkers. When you're talking business, you are not friends. You're not buddies. You are coworkers. There's a difference. When you're done working and you go hang out at the bar, the gym, the restaurant, I don't care. That's your business, the beach. Okay, then you have time to be friends. Rarely does it mix though, because a lot of times people want to be bringing up work when they're at the gym, at the bar, whatever. People want to bring up that stuff. It doesn't work like that, honey. All right. But for a lot of you, I do see you keeping the friendship, but there are times you have to set a boundary or draw a line. Like, we're not going to talk about work when we are not working, okay? This is why it doesn't work, okay? No pun intended. All right. And then we're so tempted to, while we're working at work, vice versa, to be friends at work. Oh. Maybe if you have to be friends at work, on your lunch break, that's the only appropriate time, okay? You run to the bathroom and you bump into them, okay? Maybe that's an appropriate time. But when you're working, stick to work. That's why it doesn't work. You see me, it's very hard to look at them like they're not your friend, like they're an acquaintance, a stranger, a work buddy. Work buddy, I like that. If you could just be buddies with them, but work buddies, it'll work out, okay? Lord have mercy. Getting to my point, of the points, of the period points. The boss is looking. I'm telling you, some of you have a female boss. They looking, they watching through the cameras, the security. I'm telling you, they don't like this socialization, you two being social butterflies with each other. Maybe they're a little mad because they didn't get enough love growing up. Sorry, I had to say it. But you know what? My point is... Okay, my point is that, well, one, at least you're not like that. And two, keep an eye out, okay? Keep an eye out for this boss named Selena, okay? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, keep an eye out because... she's looking, she's watching, she's keeping her eye out too. She has eyes on the back of her head. But it's a very masculine female energy, so it's like, when I think of like boss, higher up, CEO, like, and that's a woman, it gives off a masculine vibe. I don't care what you say, that's a masculine energy right there. Because she's taken charge, that masculine energy, that leader energy, that lion role, right? Like that, I'm in charge, large and in charge, right? Okay, it just comes across that way. It gives that vibe. Some of you, if you're still in school, yeah, the higher up, like the principal, I'm talking like maybe some of you, the teacher, is like keeping an eye. You two are chatty Cathys. Okay, keep the chit chatter to the lunchroom. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So I'm sensing here that this will be fine. So it's gonna work out for most of you. For those that it doesn't, drop the pieces and move on. Let's see. For those of you that that doesn't work out, what's gonna go on? And anything else we need to know? Any advice, guidance? I just love this sound. I can't help it. Sometimes the messages can be very heavy and intense, so maybe we should do like tap breaks. Not with your bookings. Your bookings are paid services. I don't want to, bleed into your time. But with my ASMR videos on this YouTube channel specifically, maybe I could do this between each match. It's like, okay, we processed the message. It was heavy and dense. Now tap it away. Let's let go. Forgive and forget. Sometimes you gotta forgive me because my message can be too much sometimes. So forgive Tony. He's just the messenger. But to be fair, I could be a little more gentle and less blunt with my approach sometimes, but that's another story. If I have to criticize my work as a reader. But it is hard to find like a truly like the nicest, most loving, most gentle, most empathic, most compassionate reader nowadays. Like a lot of times they're like, girl, you in trouble. Oh, I see this happening. And sometimes they're screaming and they're shouting, which I love. I don't care. I love, like, give it to me, honey. Give it to me real and raw. But some people like more gentle. So I'm trying to appeal to all audiences, but I still have to be myself. That's my style. I mean, I can't change who I am, but my own criticism, I would say, is what I need to work through is, I guess, because I'm like that in real life. Like I have a sharp tongue. Like I'm a bit too honest. And it stings. It always bites me back somehow in life. So something I'm trying to learn through life, through my work. You know what I'm saying? Anyway. So, hey, what did I say earlier? We're not perfect, right? What was that card of imperfection? I think it was this card, yeah. We're not perfect. We try to be angel-like and stuff, but it just doesn't work. We can only be ourselves. I gotta say, for those of you that this friendship will not work, it really will hurt. It will hurt you, even on a physical level, because you really thought something was there. And That's it. That's it. Straightforward. It's just gonna hurt you. It's gonna feel like hard on you, really hard to bear, hard pill to swallow, right? Guess what we see again? What did we see earlier? King of Cups. Remember him? The man with the crown. Yeah, he's back, but in another form. This is to make you stronger. This is to make you, again, more emotionally ready, prepared for life's events, when this happens again, because we lose people. At this point, every year we lose people, right? Friend, family, people we know, people we've heard of, acquaintances. Oh my God, we lose people every year. Okay. So this is not a physical life loss. This is more of a, I don't want to be friends with you loss. Or you don't want to be friends with them loss, because it's too painful. When the pain is too much to bear emotionally, that's when people cut ties. All right? People don't cut ties because they don't have money and they divorce. People cut ties because not having money hurts too much. It's not the loss of money is the reason for most people's divorce. It's the pain of not having that money to support and provide and live a happy life that hurts. And that's why people split. So, okay, it's all about the emotions. At the end of the day, it all comes down to that. Okay, your paycheck could be $300,000 a year. If you're not happy, you leave. You drop out. You quit. What's the point? Ooh, okay, that's a really good sound. I need to make dining table tapping like that's my chair. Well, I did want to show you the table because it is beautiful, okay? Okay, you can't really see in this light, but it's like blue and brown stripes. Okay, I just wanted to make some ASMR. All right, so let's continue. My love bugs. That's new. Maybe I should call you that. Because everyone's like so mad, like why do you call me Poopsie? But that's what makes me special, my channel special, okay? So I'll keep it. Don't worry, Poopsies. I'm not gonna change the name. I'm just saying. Sometimes I can call you Poopsie, Cupsie, Doopsie, love bugs, okay? A bunch of whole cute things. My dog's right here. I put him on the bench. Okay. So, ouch. Yes, it will hurt. I feel your pain. Oof. I feel your pain. I do. I really do. This feels like one of those connections you had where you really thought something was there and this could turn into something more, but either they ended up a monstrosity or they just were a jerk and just the type of person to block and delete you and never speak to you again. Those people that do that, can I tell you another secret? If someone's ignoring you, whether you just broke up with them, as a friend, as a partner, it's because you destroyed the illusion of what they thought you two were. You destroyed the illusion of their life, and that they're ignoring you because of pride and ego. Sorry, I had to say it, but it's true. You destroyed their illusion, and now they want to destroy you. You destroyed them, and they want to destroy you. Okay? Maybe you were harsh with your words. Maybe you were honest, like I mentioned earlier. Sometimes, I mentioned this lightly. Sometimes, I want to mention it again. Sometimes what I say outside of these readings is actually the message. Like spirit sometimes will distract me. I already get distracted. See that spirit already because my dog is growling. Paco, it's me. It's me, buddy. Good boy. Sometimes spirit will detract me from something, like my dog just randomly growling like just now, because that's the message. What I just spoke about myself is like I need to learn to be less harsh with my words. Sometimes that's the message for you. I didn't even just talk about myself. That was about you. But it just downloaded again. Spirit reminded me, hey, maybe you were harsh with your words and they didn't like it. There's a friend. The first thing you want to reach back into that memory pit in your brain. You're asking and wondering, sitting at night, questioning, why did this friend stop talking to me? Why are they not calling me, texting me anymore? Then you realize, oh, maybe I said something. Did I say something, Okay. I don't encourage overthinking and anxious ruminating thoughts, but Sometimes we get them. It's okay. It's just your brain working, doing its job. And then, we realize, wow, maybe I do need to change that or work on that. Maybe I do have a tendency to do that, But for some of you, also the small percent of you, it's also they said something to you and then you felt some type of way and then you decided to call it quits on this person because they were just not coming across, not approaching you in the nicest manner, then not a helpful manner, right? So I also get the vibe that this is why the friend coworker issue is an issue. Because you don't want to help your coworker the same way you would an acquaintance versus a friend, a bestie, right? Like, how would you help your bestie at the work? Like, oh girl, you can figure it out yourself. Or, oh, it's kind of funny. Sometimes we put more effort and energy into those we don't know and love than with our best friend. We're like, girl, go figure it out yourself. Or, we're very we brush the people we love off like that all the time. Or we don't realize, but we do. Because we think we're never going to lose them. When people get too close to us, they see our true identity. And sometimes our true identity, as much as this hurts to say, I'm going to say it, we brush people off. That's just what we do sometimes. We just like, whatever. Try it. Observe your manners and behavior. When a stranger comes up to you and asks you for help, you're very like, yes, ma'am, sorry, let me help you with your bag of groceries. And then if your best friend like, girl, can you hold this for me? You're like, girl, why do you need me to hold that for you? Not like your nails are long. Like, we brush people off that we love. Hey. You didn't hear it from me. This is why the work thing doesn't work with friends. Even mixing business with friendship. Friends that open a business together, 90% of the time that don't work out. I guess we have room for one more reading. Okay. Because I want to give a broad array of message. I don't want to just give 2 messages. I just want to appeal to everyone as much as possible today. I really hope this connects with you today. Again, ones, 3 ones. We just had the 4 ones. Okay, and this time I'm actually going to pull these cards right now. What did we just have? Mm-hmm. Three of Swords and 3 of Wands. King of Swords as well. A lot of king energy. A lot of you're responsible. Hierophant energy as well. Guess what? No, that was High Priestess, right? Yeah, that wasn't Hierophant. But it kind of reminds me one and the same. These 2 cards are always about, a lot of times about, when you do like career readings, they can show up. Readings for school, okay? Because I do readings for people who are 18 or older only. I do get a lot of college readings, university people in school. So I get that vibe today too. I have a lot of young viewers, young audience. I'm not surprised. Okay. So my first impression is you want to, Some of you want to drop out. It's too painful. Some of you want to take charge of this world without having to go through some study or education. You're never going to stop learning. In fact, to get through life, you kind of have no choice, okay? And you're going to realize that really quick. Like, a lot of people have that regret, like, why did I drop out? Or why didn't I go that route? Or, maybe it was easier for me to do that. Or, why didn't I just pick up a book or take a course or something, because you can only get as far as you know. So for some people, education is travel. Some people, their only education is travel. You learn about the world, culture, society, people. You learn to be street smart, quick on your feet, right? So there's different types of learning. I'm not just saying go pick up a book and flip some pages and move your eyes left and right. What I'm trying to say is, for some of you, that does come in the form of what you call like a street smart, or letting life teach you real quick how things are and what you can do with it. Life will show you how things are, and it will also show you how you are. How are you, right? Who are you? You are how you are. And how are you? Are you good? Are you bad? Why is that? Then life will show you. Okay? So however that connects with you. How are you? Well, not so good, some of you. All right? Not so good. Some of you will need to get away from your current reality to find what you really want to do. Sometimes just looking at a cereal box will show you what you're meant to do next. Something will touch your heart, impress upon your spirit. A letter in the mail, a billboard, a song. God always speaks through everything. They're all His works. So just pay attention. If you can't pay attention in school, at least pay attention in life. You know what I'm saying? Look at the signs. There's always a way. You don't necessarily have to go the traditional route if that's not what you feel you need to do, and you don't want to invest that money. It's a lot. It's costly. School is costly. I get it. Not everyone wants to pull out $100,000 loan, okay? It's not for everyone's cup of tea, but what's your cup of tea? This Knight of Cups is showing. This feels upright energy to me, so I'm going to turn it upright. You're going to find your passion. You're going to go down the right path. There's something beautiful here that's in your heart. It's special. It's different. It's unique. It's something that's always been within you, but you have yet to untap. You have yet to unfold. And I'm going to say this upright, flat out. I feel like life has blocked this from you. Life has blocked this blessing from you. There's some opportunity you could have had, but you couldn't because you couldn't get ahead because of, honestly, race, income, discrimination. Like people discriminating for different things, like appearance, or, you didn't go to this school, so you're not approved, right? Or you don't have this credit, so you're not approved. So life turned you down and away from that opportunity because sometimes people in life sucks, okay? But you know what? And shame on them for discriminating you. But anyway, so moving on. But I'm serious. This has a lot to do with the message, so I can't just move on from it. I have to say, it's not your fault. I know it hurts. I know what it's like to be discriminated. In more ways than one. I know what it's like to be suppressed, silenced, oppressed. So I feel you. It hurts. It hurts really bad. Okay? Doesn't matter what we are. There's different forms of oppression, silence, and suppression. It may not be the same thing, but it feels like it. It sure hurts. And oh boy, do I feel that pain now. Yeah, I feel your pain. Just sit in that pain for a moment. There's healing in that pain. Okay. We can move on. What can you do now that you have no choice? Maybe there's no opportunity for you because of a certain reason. I want you to remember the number one rule is you can still get there no matter what your circumstances are, as long as you don't stay there. Again, it wasn't your fault. Even if you feel like it, like, oh, I could have made this different, I could have improved this part of my life, but I chose not to. It's all right. We make decisions every day. Life is hard as it is. Don't be hard on yourself. There is a way. There's an opportunity. A door will open for you. But you got to let go of the pain. You got to let go of this heartbreak. First, let go of the pain. Then life will open doors for you, okay? There's a way. And you will get there, and you will be on top, okay? You will thank yourself later, and you will have quite a story to share. God bless, love and light, poopsies. Wow, 20%, 22. You not only get a discount, you get healing. Join me on this journey through healing. Not only myself, but you as well. I heal through this work too. And this is honestly why I get up every day. Like, facts. Someone left a comment recently and said that over the years they believe that my work has improved their life. And that touches me. I feel touched. And I feel like that's the only reason I really do what I do and have any motive to really do, to perform my work. It's all for you. And yeah, that's why I do these readings. I want to reach, I want to help. I want to reach more people. That's my goal. It's one of my biggest goals I have right now. I just want to help more people. I want to reach more people. It just brings me so much happiness. Yeah. So thank you to that person who left that comment. Sometimes, it's like a little comment like that just touches your heart, makes your day. Thank you. Just thank you. Thank you, poopsies. God bless. Love and light. Take care.